The college is especially delighted to have representatives from the Exxon Mobil and SABIC, who have partnered to form the Gulf Coast Growth Ventures project. Their initiative is committed to workforce development and enhanced quality enhanced quality of life in the coastal bend. 17 of our process technology majors are directly benefiting from this venture, which now impacts their educational and career opportunities, certainly. Lenore Keys will introduce our special guests, who are behind me here to my left, here shortly, and we'll hear from key leaders from both companies a little later about their new ventures here in the coastal bend. Some of our dignitaries here represented today include some of our regents. Where are they? Okay, we've got them kind of, raise your hands if you will. Elva Estrada, Sandra Messbarger, Carol Scott. I know we also have Dr. Mary Jane Garza here from our Del Mar College Foundation Board. Thank you so much. We have Ian Basie here from our local EDC, great partner out there, as well as many others. Dr. Paul Clore, great friend in Gregory Portland for a long time. And thank you certainly for being here, Dr. Clore, and your team for all that they do. And of course, among other attendees today are many of our staff members here at Del Mar College, faculty and staff. Faculty and staff, just raise your hands. Everybody look around and recognize the Del Mar team, of which there are many. These are the folks that are making it happen every day here at our college. The Del Mar College process technology students are in high demand and among employers here in the coastal bend and along the Gulf Coast. Later, we'll hear from two students who received $4,000 scholarships toward completing their workforce training in December. That's significant. That is huge. Can't wait to hear that. Let's have a little fun along the way. I'd now like to introduce Lenore Keys, Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at the college, who will speak more about the program and the opportunities that this scholarship presents for our students. Lenore?
Oh, thank you, Dr. Escamilla. First of all, I'd like to recognize our Exxon Mobil and SABIC partners who are partnering together for the Gulf Coast Growth Ventures project, caring for our students. This is amazing for our students, and it's really life-changing, I know. This is going to 7 of our May graduates and 10 of the students who will graduate in December. And so they are in the process technology program. And this program is meaningful because it is preparing these students for a great career in our industry. And only through industry partners such as Gulf Coast Growth Ventures can we really provide these programs. It's through your dedication and revenue. It's also helpful to our students, but also your commitment and partnership that you've shown already. So we greatly appreciate all that you've done. I'd like to also mention that we are in the process, and we're in a smaller room here. This is our control room. And this is an industry state-of-the-art control room that actually works our pilot plant, which is outside. We have a glycol distillation pilot plant that is fully functioning and is worked through this area. Our students later will be demonstrating this for you. And this gives them over 640 hours of hands-on work that they can, when they leave our degree, that they have. And so this is a tremendous asset. This original asset was built through Type A funds through the City of Corpus Christi, and we greatly appreciated that in industry partnerships. The construction site out back.
Thanks, Lenora. Yeah, this is definitely the fun part of my job. Just to get to revel in this accomplishment for Del Mar and for Exxon Mobil and SABIC. So let me just introduce myself. So again, John Mabry, I'm the operations manager for the venture, GCTV. This journey began over a year ago, and I can tell you that Del Mar has been with us every step of the way from the start, just shown tremendous support. Dr. Escamilla and Lenora and her team, I can't thank them enough for all the support they've given us. I can remember a year ago being in this room and touring the facility, and we were talking about earlier, our public affairs, Jared and Carol Scott, were talking about my reaction when I walked in and saw the facilities, the control systems here, just like a kid in a candy store, just on a Christmas day or something. It was just tears in my eyes just to see the potential here. So just very impressed with the facilities, pilot plants outside, and then to think that we're growing and expanding that even more. We just want to be a part of that, so we're happy to be here and be a part of that. But equally or more impressive is the faculty and the administration here, the students, and I can tell you they passed with flying colors. That energy, that enthusiasm that the faculty has been imparted to those students. The knowledge that they had, you can tell just from all the hands-on experience. They're developing tremendous candidates. And there's a wide range. It wasn't just students out a couple years out of high school. It was also mid-30s students that are coming back and wanting to take on a different direction with their career. And the scholarships are in both of those, a very diverse group of people. So, you know, we're thrilled with the 17 recipients, but I can tell you it was difficult to narrow it down to 17. We could have awarded many, many more. And so we're just excited about the future of having some of those on our team. As the operations manager, I can tell you I'm excited to get some of these leaders to be a part of our startup. This is truly a win-win. Win obviously for the students, win for Del Mar, but really a win for our venture. We view this as an investment in our success in the future of our company and this project. We view these types of programs as just a vital part of.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and many thanks for the courage for accepting our donation. We're also very happy to be here and to be part of the development of Corpus Christi. Just gonna have only one single or a few words I'm gonna say to the student. You guys are our investment today. As we invest in the asset, we also invest in you. And I'm sure you're gonna show us that this investment is successful. You get the support of the college, you get also the donation from SABIC and Exxon Mobil. The future is yours. So show us how that future is going to be great. And as my friend said, we hope one day to see you part of our organization. Thank you very much.
My name is Gilbert Cortinas, and I am enrolled here in the Process Technology program here at Del Mar. I was fortunate enough to be one of the recipients who was blessed with the 2018 scholarships from Exxon Mobil and SABIC. I would like to first start off by saying thank you to Del Mar and our administrators, our faculty and staff, and our instructors for making this ceremony possible so that we can come together and celebrate a huge milestone between such great organizations and the next future generation of process technology students and process technicians. I've thought long and hard about the right words to say when I got up here to describe just how much of an impact this scholarship has really made on my life. To me, this scholarship does not represent just money. To me, this is an investment on my personal and educational growth. It's an investment on my talents, skills, and ultimately my future. This also represents an investment in the future generation of process technicians, as well as a commitment by Exxon Mobil and SABIC to continue to weave their unique threads within the fabric of our coastal bend communities that they would wish to call home as well. For me to get up here and say that I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm blessed, I'm appreciative, or just a simple thank you, those words do all but scratch the surface at just how truly impacted I really am from this opportunity and the gift of what you've given us through the scholarship. I feel the best way to truly express just how impacted I am from the scholarship is to share with you a very personal and deep story of my life so you guys can get an idea of where I come from, what I've been through, and the blessing and the miracle of where I am today. So I may ask for just a little bit of your time. Last semester, my brother and I made the decision to come back to school and pursue our second degrees and focus our future careers on becoming a part of the ever-growing industrial development that's taking place within our coastal communities. I'm grateful that I've had the support of great mentors in my life. I'm grateful that I've had the support of my amazing wife and my amazing father with his great wisdom. My family members and friends continue to uplift me and encourage me every day. And I'm also grateful for one of my biggest motivators and mentors in my life, who worked for Valero for over 10 years, who encouraged my brother and I to pursue a career in process technology. This person in my life encouraged us over and over that we needed to become a part of the refining industry. This person saw an ability within me to become a valuable asset to any organization that would take me in and give me an opportunity to succeed. It is because of this person in my life that I was even made aware of the opportunity to become a process technician and how a career in the refining industry could ultimately provide a better quality of life for my family. However, on the first week of school last semester, I found myself in the darkest, most painful place I've ever been in my life. I remember walking down these very halls and knocking on my instructor's door. And I said, "Mr. Moore, I know my brother and I just signed up for classes a few weeks ago. But I've got to tell you that my biggest influencer and my biggest mentor who's guided me in my decision to pursue an education in process technology was my mother. And this past weekend, she passed away." I expressed to him how lost I was and how scared I was as a father of a 3-week-old baby at the time, in dealing with this huge loss in my life and with my family, still dealing with damage done to my home in Portland from the hurricane. I told him, I said, "I don't know how I can fully commit to coming to school and giving this everything I've got. I have a degree already, and because of that degree, I don't qualify for financial aid. So everything that I would be paying for in school would come 100% out of my pocket." And I said, "I just don't feel like this is the right place for me to be right now. I don't feel like this is the right time for me to be here." I felt like I was giving him every excuse in the book at that point. And I'll never forget the look on Mr. Moore's face as he thought to himself. And he looked up and he asked me, "What would your mom want you to do?" And I was taken back. And I told him, I said, "My mom didn't raise a quitter. My parents always pushed us and taught us to endure and overcome. They pushed us to fight through and never give up no matter what, and to always strive for continuous growth." And with that, I saw in my instructor's eyes that he was willing to take a chance on me and put his faith and trust in me that I could be successful in this program. And if he could do that, then I could do that too. And so on the first week of school, my brother and I had a funeral for our mother. And we made a commitment to ourselves that if we could get through that, we could get through anything. No matter how hard the struggles have been, we have learned to endure, overcome, and succeed in anything that we set out to do. I have learned the value of how precious our time is here on this earth, and how valuable the right sacrifices we make in this life can be. Before this scholarship, I could barely afford to come to school. I already have a bachelor's degree, and because of that, I don't qualify for financial aid, so my only hope is to get scholarships. Everything I do, whether in paying for school or taking time to study long hours into the night, is a sacrifice that I take away from my family, from my wife, and from my kids. Last semester was a continuous reminder that every time I packed up my car with my books and drove off to come to school, I knew my family was making a huge sacrifice to put me through and allow me to be here to grow myself and better myself. And for that, I am truly grateful. And then, on this past Christmas time, it couldn't have come at a better time. 17 students received the gift of education from Exxon Mobil and SABIC. There is a story to be heard in every one of us on how this scholarship has impacted our lives. This is my story, and it continues to flourish each and every day. I continue to excel in all of my schoolwork and make sure that my grades are always on top. I want to make sure our peers and our instructors know that the 17 students here can be counted on to be a light of encouragement and hope as we journey through this program together. What Exxon Mobil and SABIC have done is bless each one of us 17 students with the gift of education. Across the world, people are literally dying to become educated, and yet here in America, so many people take education for granted. I can assure you that this scholarship gift that you've blessed us with will not be put to waste, and it will not go in vain. I can also assure that any industrial company looking to acquire the best people for their organization's future will not find a better deal than looking no further than right here in the pool of Del Mar's process students. Every semester, Del Mar College continues to raise the bar of process technology education, and as students, we are definitely committed to being highly educated, safety-oriented, and extremely motivated process technicians. As I close, I would like to address Mr. John Mabry, Ms. Katie Randall, and all the wonderful people with Exxon Mobil and SABIC. On behalf of the process technology students, on behalf of Del Mar's process technology program, its facilitators, our administrators, our first-class instructors. And on behalf of the residents of the Coastal Bend, who are appreciative of an industry leader like Exxon Mobil and SABIC moving to our industry and looking to make growth, you guys are looking to call this place home, and we thank you for that. Thank you for your investment you've made in us. Thank you for the scholarships that you've blessed 17 students with. To us, this was more than just money. This was a catalyst that's going to propel us forward in our education and in our future as we become first-class process technicians for our industry. We will always be grateful, and we will always remember the gift and the help that Exxon Mobil and SABIC gave us. And for that, we sincerely say thank you for this life-changing gift. Thank you.
I know that this group over here has worked many, many hours and what you went through to get here as far as executives within this company. And Rob and John and Mohammed and Jim and all of you have put in so many hours. And I know that these two students just showed exactly the value of what you've done. And so thank you both. Sabrina and Gilbert, you did a fabulous job. And thank you for representing this. I know none of us could have said it any better. And Sabrina and Gilbert, you really are outstanding and amazing, and we're so proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I really want to thank everyone for coming today. And this